Okay, so this is the AGM phone that I purchased from you. Um, it's the AGM A8. There's the AGM logo. It's got the silver platings on the side and the yellow buttons. AGM logo on the back. All right, so the problem is, I hit this button. Let's get a closer look here. If I do this, right? So I hit the web browser. As you can see, it's still loading. We can try to just take a good look. It says 3G. If you look closely, I can try to get the camera closer here so you can see better. Get a clearer view of it. It's just the up arrow that's blinking. There's two arrows under the 3G, and both of them should be blinking, but right now it's just the up one. There's an up arrow and a down arrow. The up arrow means that it's sending packets. The down arrow means it's receiving packets. It's sending, but it's not receiving. So if I try to log on to a different website, let's try Facebook, see what happens. It just takes, yeah, it just sits there, it doesn't load. It doesn't load at all. Yeah, on other, if this phone was working properly, it would be not, it would have loaded Facebook by now. Just wait a little bit longer. This is something I guess you really got to be patient with. Yeah, I'm sorry about the quality of this video. I'm shooting it from a cheap throwaway phone that I bought to have while I was waiting for this phone, because I need a smartphone to do my work that I to um to do to my work requires me to have a smartphone. So I wanted to get this particular phone, the AGM A8, but yeah, and the work I do requires me to have a smartphone, and it needs internet, so I can't have this issue going on. That's why this is a problem. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a problem. So I'm going to hit the home button here. I'll try Google Play. See what happens here. It's just spinning. The thing is just spinning. It'll eventually say, "Hey, we're offline. We can't load your results." We'll try something else. I'll try looking something up on Google. I'll just look something up on Google and see if it'll load my results. It's loading. It looks like it's trying to work, like it wants to work, but yeah, it's not. Eventually, I'm going to get a message that says that I'm offline and that it'll send me results as soon as I'm back online. Looks like it stopped loading. Oh, yep, there you go. No network available. You'll get notified when results are ready. That being said, and that has something to do with, wish you could see this better. There it is. It's this, the part where it says, right here, I get my finger to, it says 3G, but only one arrow. Here, let me so you can see it. Only the up arrow is going on, meaning it's sending packets up. It's uploading but not downloading. Now, for my carrier, I have Cricket. I reached out to them and they tried to help me the best way they could, but I'll try to see what the web browser is say. You are offline. Yeah. Cricket said that like they walked me through all the different troubleshooting options and everything, and none of the stuff they suggested seemed to work. And then eventually, and then their tech team called me, and I was waiting for phone calls from their tech team. Eventually, they just said, "Okay, the problem is not on our side. We've tried everything. We've tried messing with the APN settings. I tried putting the SIM card in different slots on the phone. I've even tried a factory reset. I've tried everything, and nothing worked." They finally told me that the problem is not on the carrier's end, it's on the device's end, and I need to contact the device's manufacturer. And so I did. And they told me that this phone, if it's the European version, it will not work with an American network. The data won't work with an American network, and that because they told me, well, if it's the European version, you're in the U.S. I live in upstate New York. It's part of the United States. The data won't work on a U.S. network with this phone, apparently, because of the way I asked them. Well, because they're two different. It's like I sent them the reply email and asked them, well, is it just a region lock that I can remove or lift or whatever? And if so, maybe we can see if we can remove the region lock. They said, no, it's not a region lock. It's just the airwaves are different in the different regions. It's not something that can be fixed with a region lock or a removal of a region lock. It's a hardware issue. The different versions of the phone have different hardware. Now, I didn't know this until after I purchased this phone, that I learned that AGM came out with a United States version, one that is compatible with the United States networks. Now, appearance-wise, the difference between this phone and the US version, I'm guessing this is the European version. This one has the side parts are silver, the buttons are yellow. On the US version, I guess, in appearance, the sidebars are copper and the buttons are black. So, if you have that, or if you can get one of those, that would be wonderful. That's the one that's compatible with US networks. I didn't know this until after the fact, and that's my fault for jumping the gun on purchasing this phone when I probably should have done my homework first. But anyway, I'm very sorry that I have to return this phone, and honestly, it breaks my heart to have to do this return. But I want to know if it's possible to do an exchange. That would be great, because then if you can do an exchange, I'll pay for the return shipping. If there's a difference in price between the two phones, if the US version is more expensive, I'll pay the difference even. But just let me know. And again, you were very outstanding as a seller, and I'm just as upset about this as you probably are. And it breaks my heart to have to do this, but yeah. But yeah, this is what's going on with it. And if this wasn't going on, I wouldn't be requesting the return. Like, I contacted my carrier, I contacted AGM, I tried everything to try to get this thing working with the data, and it wouldn't work. So, like, I tried everything I can do. I tried the APN settings, I tried putting it in airplane mode and putting it back on. I made sure data was turned on. I made sure data roaming was turned on. I made sure, like, I went through all the options, and the only thing that did work, that kind of worked, was when I put it in airplane mode or rebooted it, it would, whenever I would reboot it or put it in airplane mode, it would work for a little bit, and then it would stop working and back to normal. So I don't know, but anyway, like I said, I'm very sorry that I have that this isn't working out, and yeah, I made this video so that you can, just to show you that what's going on and why I'm making this return. And sorry that I opened a claim to do the return, because I'm just used to doing everything on eBay and everything, because that's what I do when buying things on eBay. Anyway, yeah. I hope you understand this, and yeah, if you have the US version, or if you can get me the US version, or to do an exchange, that would be wonderful. Maybe if they're the same price or whatever, then we can just do an even exchange. That would be great. Otherwise, like, if there's anything else, let me know. Yeah. And yeah, well, thank you very much, and hope you have a good day. Signing off.